What is cracking, everybody? Hello and welcome to your daily dose of deck wrecking. Today we're wrecking good old Goblins. Now this deck, I believe most people would have submitted. Now I'm doing this in the past, so it's not like right now I can tell you exactly what is happening in the Mythic Invitational. I don't have the deck list yet. We don't have the metagame breakdown from Frank Cost or anything like that. So I'm predicting that there's going to be plenty of Goblins, and today that is exactly what we are wrecking. Emmanuel Depraz submitted his deck list, shared it on Twitter, and yeah, we're going to take a look at it and see what it is we should be expecting from this list. Before we jump in, though, friends, do leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Tell me, is your favorite still in the race, or have they been booped on the snoot and sent packing to their couches because, you know, we're all playing remotely, so... Anyway, let's jump into this deck list. Let's take a look here. So, Goblins, if you have been hiding under a rock for the last, I don't know, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever, Goblins are ridiculously explosive, and it's all thanks to this little idiot, Skirk Prospector. Sacrifice a Goblin, add red mana. So, on turn 3, ideally what you have is a Skirk Prospector, a wily Goblin with a treasure token and 3 lands. Boom, you're sorted. You sacrifice your friends, you get Muxus Goblin Grandee down, and you find all of your lovely frickin' goblins in the top 6 cards of your library, hopefully with some haste, so that you can get them down, go fast, and smack face. That is the idea of this deck. It doesn't care what you're doing, it just wants to do its thing, and hopefully get the win. It does have some pieces of interaction, though. It has got Thoughtseize, so you can disrupt your opponent's game plan. If your opponent is playing Muxus too, you can steal that from their hand, get that out. If they've got any pieces of removal that you don't like, you can do that. But for the most part, it's all just, right, let's get Goblins down and let's go fast. One of the ideal hits for Muxus as well is Krenko Mob Boss, as well as the Hasty Bros, to be able to tap your Krenko and poop out a shit ton of Goblins. If you can get at least, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 Goblins down with Krenko and then tap him, woo boy, you're going to have a good time. Backup Krenko, as I like to call him, is Conspicuous Snoop. You can take a look at cards on top of your library and play Goblins from there. He has the activated abilities of Goblins on top of the library. So if you're in, like, a control matchup or something and your opponent just keeps countering your stuff, you can use the top of your library as, like, the card and use Snoop's ability to become Krenko and poop out a bunch of Goblins and then try and get the victory like that. So yeah, this is a very explosive deck. It likes to go fast. Sideboard, let's take a quick look. We've got Thoughtseize. We've got Red Cap Melee for the red matchups, Legion's End if you can get a bunch of the same Gobbos, tokens, etc. A Braid for any creatures you need to kill or artifacts that you need to get rid of as well. Gem Palm Incinerator. This deals damage equal to the number of goblins on the battlefield, so if you're in a mirror match and you can smack a massive Muxus, cool, go for it. Goblin Chain Whirler. This is great against the 1 toughness creatures, so you'll probably see this come in against the creature-heavy matchups. Goblin Ringleader. This guy likes to find friends in the top 4 cards of your library, so a good way to refill, especially after like a board wipe or something. And then Leyline of Combustion, which I haven't seen played in this deck, which is pretty sweet. If this is in your opening hand, begin with it on the battlefield. Yay! Whenever you, or at least one permanent you control, becomes the target of a spell or ability, it deals 2 damage to that player. So if someone wants to Thoughtseize you, they're going to be paying 4 life to do so. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So, that's the list. Let's give it a go. Let's see if Goblins will indeed reign supreme this weekend. I'm still on the sacrifice train, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. So, yeah, as always, friends, if you leave a like, and whatnot, do my comments. No, if you like my stuff, let's get the English right there. If you like my stuff, do leave a like, subscribe, do all those things. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's going to be hit or miss. Glass Cannon is a go. Good hand. Yes, very good hand. What's cool about this list, like, compared to other mono-red decks? Well, mono-red. What is cool about this list is that it's pretty good at refilling the hand, you know? A lot of aggressive decks that just kind of dump their hands down and go and hope for the best, but like this one, you know, you've got Skirk Prospector, you got Goblin Matron, you got Snoop. Ways to dig through the library and get other things out. Makes it pretty sweet. Yeah, clutch. That's usually the case. If my opponent ever arrives to play. Yeah, Experimental Frenzy was pretty darn good. Ideally, Snoop would be our other wily friend. But this is still fine. I don't know how I feel. Hey, Wily. I don't know how I feel about Susie the Siren Storm Tamer and friends, honestly. Oh, it's Simic. Simic Flash. Simic Flash? Yeah, they're pretty ballsy considering, like, oh wow, you're not even waiting to see what happens. Okay. Well, we're gonna go and get Muxus. Would have been great if we just top decked it, but alas. Our stars do not align. So I wonder if this is telling me that my opponent doesn't have a way to deal with Muxus. Now, we also don't want to be too hasty and just chuck it down next turn. We'd rather be in the clear like we were there for a brief second. You know, it might just be better to dump everything else down besides Muxus and hope that they run out of nopes. Ooh. How's the deck wreckage going? Yeah, good. I mean, all the lists we've played so far are solid, but, you know, I expect nothing less from the Mythic Invitational invitees. I feel like they've got flash creatures, mostly. They just give us an opening. Oh boy, you're so dead. You're so very, very dead. Find me another skirk. Get crank up. Ooh, opponent made a oopsie. But that's exactly what we needed. We needed them to use their counterspell on something that didn't matter, ultimately, to give us the opening to get Muxus down. So now they're in a right royal pickle. They might explode here unless they find, like, 2 or 3 creatures to sit down. Oh. Alright, blue stuff. You know what? I'm gonna bring Chain Whirler in for this one. Do you target? No, blue guys don't target. Unless they've got... we'll play one of them, but I don't think we're going to see much of that. I might want a Braid. Sure. Well, sure. Just cause I want, I just wanna. I have many thoughts. I have very many thoughts, chat. Thoughts seize the moment, yes. Would love another land, please. Let's see if I let this resolve, because then I can use my Thoughtseize. Ah, God's dispersal, damn it. Well, I think we die this time. For the lulz! These top decks, yeah. Okay, let's keep a slightly better hand this time, I think. Sure. It dies. That dies. You goof. Yeah, so here's what I was talking about in the intro. If we're in a situation where... where we can't get something to resolve, we can use the top of our library as our card before we cast it. Alright, Muxus next turn. But Grafdigger's Cage shuts it off, so... Ideally we find in a braid. No point in countering that, but okay. Snack Bandit, thank you for 3 months of support, my friend. Welcome back. No activated abilities. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't let us do anything. This is a bit unfortunate. We're gonna die here, unfortunately. Didn't find any of our removal this time. Okay. I say the deck is a bit of a glass cannon. Like, you either just absolutely annihilate your opponent in 2 games straight, or you struggle a little bit. Okay, opponent. I'd love this hand if I could play my things. That looks good. Send Krenko back. Ooh, 5, eh? Alright. Ruh-roh. Bye, cat. Cat's in the oven. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Shite. Alright, let's get stupid. So next turn with Phyrexian Tower, we can sack the Chieftain and get Muxus out. Muxus triggers on the stack, so even if they do Priest of Forgotten Gods now, it doesn't help. They're better off just waiting and seeing what comes out. If we whiff here entirely, this is a very good exchange for our opponent. Yeah, could have been better. So if they want me to sack something of significance, they do it now. Just attack with those three. It doesn't really do much for them. You had a good time though. Wow, you are just going ham, dude. I think we need the ley line. It's a good hand. Yeah, you can do like Cheerios stuff. Zero, all the X cost spells. This person really likes oh, crap chat. Here we go. Alright, no thoughtseies, no thoughtseies, no thoughtseies, no thoughtseies, no thoughtseies. Chat, we're gonna get turn 3 Muxus. No thoughtseies, no thoughtseies, no thoughtseies. Left the way to turn, but that... yeah, that would have been bad. No more turn 3 Muxus? Yeah, no, we had to deal with one of those sack outlets. gonna hurt a little bit, but it's worth it. Oh, really? That was pathetic. You do better? Yeah, you do way better. Betrayed! Yep. Last cannon broke. Yep. That's why I said, like, this deck is... It's like, kind of like a one-shot wonder. Yeah, they win this one. Because they just forced me to sacrifice. Mayhem Devil pings the matron, and we just lose, so... I was just deciding if I wanted to kill that now or later, and I think waiting for something more threatening to come down is probably better. You're ridiculous, man. Should have killed the goat first, just for extra value. Didn't find a land either. Ugh! This is frustrating, man. You having a good time there? They're having a good time, chat. Yikes. Favorite format to play? I like Limited the most. Recommended format for new returning players? Limited. Then you just have to focus on one set and get to grips with that before you move on to other things. Miss RL drafting? Same. You spiffy. Yeah, chat is spiffy. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Yes. Where's my chain whirler? Did I not put the chain whirler in here? If I didn't, I'm a dum-dum. I'm fine, not having to sack a land. Thanks! Stacks on stacks. It's a Pringles commercial. Can't be that hasty. Kinda have to live. Oh, goodbye, goblins. And goodbye, my face, which is vengeance. I was waiting for that. And it killed us. Nothing we can do against that, chat. Right, so... that is certainly... my poor face, yeah. That is certainly a one-shot kill kind of deck, right? It struggles, I think, in best 3 matchups, especially when people have things like Witch's Vengeance on the sideboard. So, yeah. I think a lot of people are playing it this weekend. If I'm wrong, then bad past Alias. Future Alias will have something to say about that. But, yeah. Those are the decks. Those are the ones that I think we're going to be seeing most of, barring the Eli Loveman list. And once we have a better idea of the top 8, whatnot, we'll be wrecking those decks. So thank you so much for watching, friends. Leave a like, subscribe, do all those things, and I'll see you again soon for another video.